He got time served.
From the playground, Wack 100 tracks.
Was he on house arrest all this time?
He was on house arrest. He got an ankle. First of all, the homie Boosie got time served.
Was he on house arrest all this time?
He was on house arrest. He got an ankle monitor.
Oh, shit. Well, how they give him time served? How did that? Usually if you're on that house arrest, they can count that.
They may have counted it.
I mean, I'm glad he ain't going to prison.
Yeah.
I was just curious on how he got the time served.
3 years of supervised release, $50,000 fine, 300 hours of community service. For pleading guilty, being a felon in possession of a firearm. The outcome allows him to continue his music career, including a case where he faced potential prison time, but ultimately got a lenient sentence.
Yeah, and I would hope he understands for this next 3 years, he got to be a saint.
Oh, yeah.
He can't argue, fuss, fight, nothing. If I was Boosie, and just kind of stay out the way. I'm curious to see how he got time served. I know people that got ankle monitors and on like home supervision, they count that. You know, I'm glad he ain't going to prison, but shit, we got to do that research to see. That way if somebody else get into something, they know how to try to file, and that's a blessing. Be real. I think the lesson he learned, because Boosie know how to move, he come from it, is don't get relaxed. We start going around our people and our roots, environments and elements we come from, and we start to get relaxed. And in that situation, he went down to San Diego, he was around a real hood environment, and you know, a lot of us are comfortable around that. And I think he just got relaxed. He didn't really do nothing stupid. He just got relaxed.
So why not in that moment say 10, 15,000 ain't worth a potential risk? Because you
don't be thinking like that at the moment, Vlad. You don't be thinking ahead of time at the moment. It's, you know, my show was at 9:10, landed there. You thinking that's a quick little bag, you know, and you don't know where you be going.
Yeah.
You just get an address, Vlad, you know.
That work. A guy like Boosie, I'm gonna keep it real. And really thinking about it across the board, the only place Boosie ever gotta feel that way is where the city he come from. Any environment, especially in California, that Boosie steps in, nobody wants to do nothing to Boosie. Nobody's gonna let nothing happen to Boosie. I think he just got comfortable and was walking around like everybody else, and he didn't have to, because if you eliminate the pistol in the small of his back, there's found the dude that lined him up. We found him, tracked him down, baited him in the clubhouse, brought him into the clubhouse. He didn't know we had his paperwork. He didn't know we knew it was his phone that was working with the officers, and when he got it in there, we had to remind him, you just got 15 of your homies indicted. Here go your letter to the judge that you didn't want to go to court with him, right? So it was somebody working, and Boosie got to know anywhere he goes like that, it's somebody working. If you eliminate the gun, it's one thing if people came at Boosie and something was happening and he felt he had to defend himself. It was never any of that. Boosie just chose to put that on him. He wouldn't have had that on him. Just because you got a pistol don't mean they can't do nothing to you. You in that jungle.
We can agree to disagree on this because me and him have had on-camera conversations
about me and
this.
You, Vlad.
But I'm talking about,
I'm actually just saying, it ain't really about, because you know, you got to reach back sometime. You ain't got to reach all the way back. When people got good intentions, I think the brothers in San Diego had good intentions.
Look, Charleston White said it best. Jail or go to jail, nigga. For you that didn't get it. Wack 100 is trying to imply that somebody told something, maybe it was Boosie, to keep him out of jail. This nigga got 300 hours of community service. 300 hours of community service. You know what I mean? This is official, you know what I mean? This ain't no bullshit. 300 hours of community service, and I believe he got a wee bit of a fine. You know what I mean? That's it, bro. Yeah, that's it. Now a lot of people are saying Boosie talked. He told to keep him going to jail. Tell to go to jail. Tell to go to jail. That's what Charles and White kept saying. If he didn't go to jail, he tell. He told. You know, sorry about that. But look here, bro. I don't think he snitched. This is what money do, bro. Yeah, when you got money, it buys you power. Power buys your freedom. You know, I'm just being honest, man. It's just the sad truth. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. It's just the sad truth. Money buys everything, bro. Now, if had this been your normal nigga that was just caught with a pistol, nigga probably would have did 2 years for that motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's just being real, bro. But when you got that money, and you paying these lawyers that are friends with these judges and all these people in this courtroom, bro, they putting plays together behind the scenes. They putting plays together behind the scenes. Now, it was cool for some people to look at Boosie like, oh, he's going to get locked up. He's going to get it. Man, look, people like Blue, Young Blue, you're still going to have to pay Boosie. He's still going to be on your head. You know what I mean? Kodak Black, he's on your head. Man. Now, Kodak Black had a hell of a song, Christmas Eve. You know, it was dope. But Boosie seemed to think that whatever Kodak Black make is irrelevant. Man, that nigga is a legend in the game. Let's just be honest. And I'm talking about Kodak Black, not Lil Boosie. Now, Lil Boosie is a hell of a rapper. Now, his new shit, it's solid, bro. But when you go back to that perfection, Lil Boosie, you start to realize what kind of artist he really was. You know what I mean? It's just that miss my dog, Lil Boosie. When he was missing Lil Ivy, you know what I mean? My nigga wildin', you know what I mean? Yeah, man, that Lil Boosie is what made Lil Boosie a legend. 2026 Lil Boosie, that nigga just barely hanging on by a thread. Let's just be honest, let's just be real, you know what I mean? But look, Officer Wacky, let's not go there. Yeah, that's not implied Boosie told nothing. With the world watching, I don't think he would have made that decision. On top of that, all the information is made public these days. Whatever you want to know, you can find out. All you got to do is type in his name, Torrance Hatch, to see if he snitched or not. You know what I mean? But then after you find out that man kept it solid, just paid the right amount of money, you got to let that shit go. Yeah, you got to let that shit go. Boosie is one of the realest niggas we have in hip-hop. I'm going to repeat. One of the realest niggas we have in hip-hop. And that doesn't say much about the game. You know what I mean? But it's the honest truth, you know what I mean? I promise to tell the truth to you, the whole truth to you, nothing but the truth to you, so help me God. You know what I mean? Just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments. Can't stay long, got to go, Miss O. Guerrilla podcasting means I podcast everywhere I go. The camera must come out. I'm going to give you a show. Look, I'm on community strike. I'm going to keep letting people know about that, because that's really happening, bro, because people be reporting my shit for weird reasons, you know what I mean? This has nothing to do with bullying. I'm not bullying Wacky. I'm not bullying Boosie. Nobody got hurt while me making this video. It's just the honest truth. Some people can't handle the truth. You want the truth, but you can't handle the truth. You know what I mean? That's what's going on here, bro. That's why we're facing a bit of a resistance. You know what I mean? But guess what? We're going to fight through it, and after this community strike is up in March, I'm going big. They can't stop me because I am popping. Just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments, like, share, subscribe, hype my shit up. Yeah, don't stop hyping this shit up. Some people are like, I hype your shit up, nigga. Man, hype a few of them up. Hype up everything, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, share the video too. Matter of fact, I ain't just stop that, nigga. You fuck with me and you want to see this platform grow, see how you could donate to it. Do I need the money on? No, not really, because look, it's going to happen anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm getting money. Yeah, why you see me every night doing the same thing and the background doesn't change. You know what I mean? I'm getting money on. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be no dope boy to have money. You can still work for it. I would work 7/12s. When I say 7/12s, people don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. 7/12s means 7 days, 12 hours a day. I'm getting money on. You imagine how much that equivalates to when it comes with overtime. You know, I'm getting money. You know, let's just be honest. I don't even got enough time to spend the money on, because I have to get me at least 3-4 hours of sleep, and just still do real nigga things. You know, point blank period. This part is just some shit a nigga got to do. You know, point blank period. I ain't got to get that money because ain't nobody gonna pay you, bro. That's what the young nigga got to know. You got to get the money on yourself. You got to figure it out. You know, you got to figure it out. You can't rely on another nigga. You can't rely on nothing like that. Only thing that you know is for sure, if you find somewhere to clock in every Friday, that money is coming like clockwork. Once it's starting that up, you a rich nigga, you know what I mean? A hood rich at least, you know what I mean? Then you gotta find you something to invest in. Drop it in the comments. That's just a little game, you know what I mean? Just feel like talking tonight. Scores from the playground. Like, share, subscribe, nigga. Peace. Hype my shit up, nigga. Hype my shit up, nigga. Hype my shit up, nigga. Peace. If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap. People tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill. It gotta be about business.